There's a paradox in biology that's crucial for understanding aging. Mild stress makes you stronger, while chronic stress breaks you down. This is hormesis, and it's one of the most actionable principles in longevity science. The idea is straightforward, but implementation is nuanced. You expose yourself to controlled stressors that trigger adaptive responses, making your cells more resilient. Think about exercise as the clearest example. When you exercise intensely, you're stressing your muscles, creating microdamage, depleting energy stores, generating oxidative stress. That sounds harmful, and acutely it is. But your body responds by building stronger muscles, increasing mitochondrial density, improving cardiovascular capacity. The stress triggers adaptation that leaves you better than before. Fasting works through similar mechanisms. When you fast, you're stressing your cells by depriving them of nutrients. This activates stress response pathways, autophagy, mitochondrial efficiency improvements, and enhanced DNA repair. 16 to 18-hour intermittent fasts provide meaningful hormetic stress for most people. Longer fasts, perhaps 24 to 72 hours periodically, create stronger stress responses. But there's a critical threshold. Extreme prolonged fasting becomes catabolic and counterproductive. Heat exposure through sauna use is gaining serious research attention. When you sit in a sauna at 80 to 90 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes, you're creating heat stress. Your body responds by producing heat shock proteins that assist with protein folding and cellular repair. Regular sauna use, studies suggest 4 to 7 times weekly, correlates with reduced cardiovascular mortality and potentially other health benefits. The Finnish population studies on this are compelling. Cold exposure works through different but equally interesting mechanisms. Cold plunges or cold showers activate brown fat, improve mitochondrial function, and trigger norepinephrine release. The hormetic dose seems to be around 2 to 5 minutes in very cold water, or longer periods in moderately cold water. Some people do daily cold exposure, others a few times weekly. Phytochemicals from plants are essentially mild toxins that trigger our stress response systems. Sulforaphane from broccoli sprouts activates NRF2 pathways that enhance antioxidant defenses. Polyphenol from berries, green tea, and other plants create mild cellular stress that triggers beneficial adaptations. This is xenohormesis, benefiting from plant stress response compounds. Here's the critical warning that cannot be overstated. Hormesis follows a U-shaped curve. Too little stress provides no benefit. Too much stress causes damage. The optimal dose is individual and changes with age and current health status. An elderly person with multiple health conditions cannot handle the same hormetic stress as a healthy young adult. You need to calibrate stress doses to your current capacity. Recovery is absolutely essential. Hormetic benefits occur during the recovery and adaptation phase, not during the stress itself. If you stack stressors without adequate recovery, you move from hormesis into chronic stress and damage. This is where people go wrong. They combine intense exercise, prolonged fasting, extreme cold exposure, and sauna sessions all in the same day without adequate recovery. That's not hormesis. That's maladaptive stress accumulation. The practical approach involves selecting 1 or 2 hormetic stressors that fit your lifestyle and current capacity. Perhaps time-restricted eating and exercise for most people. Add sauna or cold exposure if you have access and interest. Start with mild doses and gradually increase intensity over weeks. Monitor recovery through sleep quality, resting heart rate variability, and subjective energy levels. If recovery markers decline, you're overdoing it. The goal is to gradually expand your stress capacity over time, not to maximize stress immediately.